Hello everyone, this is my next devlog. I'm just going to start saying that from now on. But I've done quite a lot, so it's 2 days worth because I was just so focused on my pause menu yesterday that I didn't actually get around to doing just anything towards the theory side of my production. So I thought that we'd quickly go through it now, and I've also done some work today, so there's all sort of wrapping up, adding stuff to my production slides to prove that I've actually made the stuff. So if we go through, so I've split it up into now the alpha test and the main production. So everything that I've done towards and up to the alpha test is in this section, and now I've sort of actually started production. So now I would now consider myself in production after this. So I've basically just rewritten and included the blueprint for all the stuff that I put in my pre-production, just to show that I have actually completed it. So obviously done that same for double jumping. I've written how I've created it, what I've changed to make it so the jump is unique to my game. So like I've edited the full force and stuff like that from comments on the YouTube channel. Sprinting, where I've had to obviously split it up because there's functions and whatnot that I need to include. Crouching, which is actually, I didn't realise how much blueprint went towards the crouching, but it pays off because of how smooth the crouching actually is. The dynamic field of view and the crouch audio, so when it plays Sneaky Snitch, just highlighted that, and then obviously included the blueprint for the field of view. The wall running blueprint, so there's I think a few more functions that I need to add, but overall this is the majority of the code and stuff that goes towards the wall running. Like I say, I'm just rewriting. I've basically copy and pasted the stuff that I've written before for my pre-production and just added a bit onto the end, saying that this is basically now a sort of finished mechanic that I'm working on for production. So the lock, the door and key one, which I would consider finished really, I just need to change the door design. The updated gun blueprint, and obviously how it now does damage to the enemy. Enemy damage and AI blueprint, so obviously where it follows you around and does damage, and now obviously it has health as well where the tick goes down. Then I actually recorded this today, so it's essentially just me walking through the level, just basically the same video as before, but I just did it again and really went into detail about what the level design is. And it's not a great level design, but I just quickly whipped it up in about half hour just to show that I can make it a level and not just put my alpha testers in a default environment. But you get the gist, you've all seen it before. The main menu design and blueprint for it, so obviously what button does what. I'm pretty sure it just... yeah, no. The only thing that does work is that you can see the cursor and the quit button works. I haven't worked on this at all since I developed it, so obviously I need to take away the alpha sign, turn that into a beta for when I next release the game, link up the options menu with the settings I created yesterday, and also I'm going to change the credits menu into the level select, because I can just put the credits in with the settings, that's not an issue. The alpha test gameplay, I'm pretty sure I've already been through this. I've also had some feedback come through from my alpha test. So I had one which was a Discord message after he played it. I had one which was really helpful, which was actually a 10-minute video of him playing it. So that was extremely helpful. And another Discord message. So they are helping, because I can go into detail and be like, look, this person said this about the alpha, I'm going to change this because, which I think is the whole point of alpha testing really, is to make my game perfect for when I actually release it for beta. So I can work on those changes, such as like literally I got a message about optimization. This I haven't analysed yet, no I haven't. But I got a message about optimization for lower NPCs. So I've now implemented settings where you can lower their FPS, you can change all of the settings, you can change the resolution. Now it now supports super wide monitors. It's just little stuff like that I can now add into my game, which will actually make it better, but I should have added onto release anyway, which is stuff I haven't thought of. Main production, so the sneaking blueprint, I've written a bit about that, but obviously as we know now it's not in my game. I got early sliding mechanic to work, obviously, where it just reduces the friction. The sliding blueprint, I didn't really need to add that. And another explanation of why I'm not having sliding in my game at all, because it just ruined all of the animations and stuff that I already had in my game for crouching, the FOV, etc, etc. And yeah, so I've just said that I'm fine, just finalising, I'm not adding it into my game at all. So yeah, it's just another, it's exactly the same as the one before, but I've had to rewrite it for the up-to-date purposes. The item pick-up and drop-off, so that's actually got the blueprint now, and I said I was going to add it to my key and make that like that. So this is what I worked on yesterday, the pause menu widget blueprint, so we'll quickly go on this. So all the buttons make funny noises, you can go to the main menu from it, all the buttons work, the pause menu is, I would say, complete, to be honest. And it obviously continues, and it does quit the game as well. So then I worked on the options menu, so the settings, and that was a lot. So if we just skip to like here, so you see you've got full screen, windowed full screen, a long variety of resolutions that probably don't all need to be in there. Frame rate limit, so it goes up to unlimited. I personally play it on full screen unlimited, but some people might need to play on a lower resolution at like 30 FPS, which is still playable. X-axis sensitivity, Y-axis sensitivity. I don't know why I split it up into two, but it's actually quite fun to play with a higher Y-axis than an X-axis and stuff like that. More accessibility settings, so an invert mouse Y-axis, so yeah, the controls are inverted, and a master volume control, so obviously people who don't want to play with the volume as loud as it is, they can just turn it down. It's as default is down there, so obviously people can set the sensitivity because it starts off about average, I think, and then you have to lower it and higher it. But yeah, all the buttons work, everything works flawlessly. I haven't found a bug with it yet, but obviously I'd need to experiment a lot more with it to make sure that it is flawless before I publish it, because otherwise people could be ending up having inverted mouse controls when they don't want inverted mouse controls, and I do not want that. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Obviously it's been a lot of theory mainly, and I've made the pause menu, so to be fair, it's quite a lot of work for what it is, and it's going to change the game quite a lot. So yeah, that's it for today. I think my next port call is to update the main menu, and then we'll see where the game takes us from there. Probably level design and modelling, because what else is there really to do after that? So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next devlog. Thank you.